everybody, welcome to our very first episode of Squirrel Tales. I'm here with my squirrel hunting buddy and squirrel hunting aficionado, Squirrely Mike. Mike, did you know that I called you Squirrely Mike?
No, sir.
So when we first met, I didn't know your last name, and when I put your number in my phone, I have to have last names.
Yeah.
I didn't know yours, and the only way I could tell you from the other Mikes was we like to squirrel hunt.
Yes,
so
sir.
you became Squirrely Mike.
That
So-
about matches me too.
Yep. So now when you call or text, my wife's like, "Oh, was that Squirrely Mike?" And that's just who you are.
Cool.
So I wanted to talk about late season squirrels. It's February 5th here in Missouri. Our season ends on the 15th. So we got 10 days left of the season. And after we shoot this, Mike and I are we're gonna go see if we can get our limit. So Mike, what's your favorite way to go after late season squirrels?
Well, that's tough because I like to stalk them. Setting, just stalk and set a little, or in my canoe.
Okay. So you like to walk down roads, or
I like the edge of hills.
Okay.
Especially like around here, a lot of grays. They like the cedars.
Mhm.
They'll stay on the hillsides a lot. Don't get very many fox squirrels. A lot more eastern grays.
Okay. So what do you look for when you look at the calendar and you say, "Hey, I want to go hunting this day"? Now, obvious, you're off work and things like that. But what makes a good squirrel hunting day for you?
I like it cold. A lot of guys don't like to hunt in the cold because it's tough, but I like the challenge.
Yep.
It's too easy to shoot them during the summer, which I do hunt them during there. But in the winter, if it's cold and gonna warm up around noonish, head out and hunt for 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Do pretty good.
Good. Now, for me, I like to pay attention to the weather a lot. I like to find days that there are storms coming in. Now, it's a Sunday, and we got some bad weather where we are coming in Tuesday and Wednesday. So Sunday and Monday, typically the day before, but 2 days or so before, it seems to me like the squirrels are out more. They're gathering more food because during that storm, they're not gonna
That's true.
venture out. So I like to pay attention to the weather a lot. I like to find trails or abandoned roads, something that I can just kind of sneak by during the day and just walk, 15, 20 yards and then stop and see what I can see and be real quiet. Then towards evening, I like to still hunt mostly. So I'll find a good spot, reading the sign, and then find a spot, a tree big enough for a big guy like me that's going to hide some movement, and then let the squirrels come to me.
For hiding, I like a treetop.
Yeah.
I like to get in, gives me a brace for my rifle, and a good way to hide your movement.
Yeah. I have a chair that I usually bring. It's actually a turkey hunting chair, but it allows me to sit kind of at a V, and I can use my knees.
Really?
Yep. I can use my knees to brace my rifle. Now, being a right-handed shooter, obviously it's easier for me to go here.
Go left.
So I like to sit right. Of course, we're not telling you anything. Most of you guys have been hunters your whole lives.
That's right.
Hopefully, for some of you younger guys and gals that follow the page and follow the website, maybe we are teaching you a few things. But if not, then we still appreciate you watching. So I like to sit facing my right. That way, I've got a good.
Yeah, however you want to set, it's great. I shoot either-handed. I used to be left-handed, so I can shoot left-handed.
I shot left-handed once at a range. It didn't work out very well.
I shoot left-handed, and it's just automatically for me. If it's a long shot, my gun always goes to my left hand.
Really?
Always, without even thinking about it.
That's pretty interesting. So you mentioned a canoe. Tell us about your canoe hunting.
Oh, that's fun, because that's a challenge. You're trying to get your crosshairs balanced out to where you make a good, clean kill while you're still moving. There's only 2 animals in the state of Missouri you can legally hunt out of a canoe, and that's ducks and squirrels. I've done it 3 times, which 3 squirrels. I got lucky. First one I shot, made a real good shot on him. I was aiming for his head, but he was like 40 yards away from the canoe, and I hit him dead in the heart.
That's a heck of a shot from a canoe.
It was. I shot the fox squirrel took 2 shots on him. There's one right there. See? They're great right there.
You never know what's going to happen. Now, this is why this is my squirrel hunting brother here, because we're filming, and he's still looking out for squirrels, and we're at his house.
Well, he gets close enough, we're going to get him. He's a little gray. Sorry. I can't help it.
Mike, show us what you're going to use today when we go.
Today I'll use my little 17. It's the 17 HMR. First time I've ever really taken it out to shoot something. So we'll see if we can get some blood on it, as I call it.
That's a Savage 93, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shooting them Hornady VMAX.
Hornady VMAX.
Yes, sir. What do you got to shoot today, young man?
Well, I have a CZ 457. Now, you guys and gals that follow the Facebook page, you know that I got a new one. You guys helped me pick out the right scope. This is a 22 Magnum. I'm a 22 mag guy. Post-COVID, I was looking for something a little bit lighter. Since I got COVID, I can't walk as far, can't carry as much. And this one is, man, this thing's light. I don't know what the actual weight is, but compared to my Marlin, this thing's light. It's got a Burris drop tine, 4.5 by 14 by 42 on it. I got it good and sighted in yesterday. This will be the first day that I actually take it hunting, but I am pretty excited about it. So, Mike, tell us about where we're going.
I'm going to a little place I call Rough Holler. It's actually called Cross Timbers Landing.
Okay.
This spot was made by, it's a boat ramp. It was made by mistake. They put the boat ramp in the wrong spot.
Tax dollars at work right there.
Yes, sir. Which worked out in our favor because I deer hunt there, I squirrel hunt. You know, I do everything on this property. I know it like the back of my hand. There's a lot of squirrels in there. It's crop fields. We're gonna go through 3 crop fields to get back to the hillside. And like I said, there's a lot of grays in there.
Good.
A lot of, when I was in there yesterday looking, I seen a lot of, like here, acorns.
Mm-hmm.
I figure we're gonna see a lot of them on the ground.
Yeah. Now, Missouri, you know, the Ozark region, well, anywhere in Missouri, but specifically the Ozarks where we are, it is not hard to find food plots or natural food areas where they're going to be. Lots of oaks and acorns. There's lots of walnuts, just tons of different things. It's not like, you know, some places like when I was out in Arizona where, you know, the Abert squirrels, they are only feeding on the ponderosa pines. That is the only thing they're eating. So you find the ponderosa pines that are big enough to feed them. You'll find the squirrels.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, I'm looking at your property here, and
Yes, sir.
there's tons of it. So it's a little bit trickier to find a good spot. So you really got to pay attention to, you know, the signs. Not only are there acorns laying there, but have they been eaten? You know, is there actual sign?
There's sign there. I've seen it. This is kind of a funnel spot in between 2 pieces of timber.
Okay.
It's a hillside. As you come down, there's a bunch of cedars on top, and they come down off that. And used to be a big farm is what it used to be. And they come in off the other timber coming into the crop fields.
Awesome.
They plant corn and beans there. They should have corn come summertime in there, and the squirrels will be thick.
Oh yeah. We don't have a problem with our squirrel population here. That's for sure.
Oh no, I've got the same spot. If we don't see nothing on the hillside, sorry, I was looking for the squirrel.
We got one up here toying with us.
He shows himself again. I mean, he's going in the pot. I rage war on these grays. But I have some walnuts. September is an awesome time. Of course, they drive me crazy during bow season. It's hard to split bow hunting and squirrel hunting.
I didn't even buy a deer tag this year. I stayed totally squirrels this year.
That's tough to do.
This is the first year in my life that I have not deer hunted.
The geese are coming.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
We got great weather today. It's a little bit warmer than I think what either of us like.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the lower 50s once we get out there, but you know what? Sometimes in Missouri, you just got to pick the days that you can go, and the weather is what the weather is. Like I said, we got 10 days left of this season, so what do you say we get out there?
Yes, sir. Let's go get them.
All right.